Good for children because it's very soft. And you can move all over the eye, any part of the eye. Very, you feel that? Yeah? It's very, very comfortable. It's not hard, flexible. So it's great for doing angle. I recommend this for angle. Okay, or anterior chamber or something around that anterior segment part. Okay? But if you're looking at the whole anterior chamber, UPM, for sulcus or post-op after lens implant, for example, I would recommend this one. Okay, because this allows you to see the anterior segment better compared to this. It's a lot easier with this. The patient just have to lie down with this. Okay, so anyway, that's the UBM. So I'll put back the B probe, B scan probe here, 12 megahertz. If you want, you can also get this as a 20 megahertz. That's an option. Okay, so if you want to do a scan, you select your patient here. Okay, your examiner, your physician, and here. Okay, we don't have any information, so we'll just put sonomet there. Okay, so it will then open up a screen for your B-scan image. B-scan, okay. The presets are these four here. As you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 presets, depending on what you want to image. If you just want to do purely looking at, focusing on the retina, then there is the deep retina choroid, which is a 50-degree scan angle. Okay, so the image will be 50 degrees that way. Okay. Then, if you want to focus on the vitreous, you can select vitreous. That's the vitreous, and this one is basically your retina surface. Okay. So this is probably better for retina only, because just the surface of the retina. But if you want to see the whole retina and the orbit, then this one here, deep retina / orbit, choroid, sorry. And then this one here is your orbit. If you just want to see way back, so it will give you an image more of that on the screen. Okay. So if you're doing, like for example, this one here, retina choroid, and you can select the I, OS, OD. Okay. And here is your orientation, your marker. This is just basically a marker. You see the yellow dot? Okay, that is your marker. So if you're doing at 12 o'clock, the yellow has to be here, superior. Okay, so here, if you do inferior, you turn around, 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock. So that's where you put a marker. It's only a marker, so that when you go back to the image, you know where you scan, where the probe, how you position the probe. Okay, so I can just click here, I can move it anywhere. So that's where your marker is. Okay. Here, all these controls are all basically settings, but you don't. It's all preset. You don't have to change that. That's why we have this. So if you do an image, okay, we start the scan here on the screen or foot switch. Okay, so there's the image. Okay. So we'll put some gel, put some tissues. Okay, so let's do some, maybe, so you can do my eye. Yeah, yeah, there's my, posterior lens, tools, okay. See my orbit, optic nerve.
อยู่ในโหมดที่เป็นหน้าแบบน้องเป็นครับวันนี้เป็นดี
Okay, that's
มาลองดูในโหมดของตัว
keep right here. Vitreous, try vitreous. Okay. So you just taken one scan, and that is a video clip right here. So if she takes another one, it will come here. So all the video clips here. Okay. Okay, so then from that you can select the frame, the picture, and you put it here. It will save it here on this side.
รียกบอดี้นะกระโปรงครับนี่มาตรงสะพาน
I have bad floaters.
ต่อไปก็จะเป็นของงานของเดติน่าตัวนี้จะเป็นต่อไปเป็นเดติน่าสเปรย์ครับก็จะปกพักช่วงเดติน่าจะตัดของตัวที่เฟียออกไปใช่ครับเป็นตำแหน่งในเครื่องในการเชื่อมแกน แต่ว่าตัวถ้าเปลี่ยนแองเกิลเนี่ยจะสะดวกกว่าเราไม่ต้องไปขยายภาพถ้าอาจารย์ไม่ได้ปล่อยภาพจากตัวดีเรติน่าเฉยแล้วก็เปลี่ยนเป็นตัวเรติน่าเพอร์เฟกต์เนี่ยภาพจะมีการขยายขึ้นนะครับ
My vitreous.
มันก็จะเป็นตัว
I hope it's not a vitreous attachment. Orbit now. Okay, let's do orbit. Yeah, see how far it goes really far? Orbit. This is 12 megahertz. 12. See I'm just moving my eye. See, put it there. I'll just move my eyeball. You see my floaters right there in the pictures. You can always play back, by the way. So click play. The 20 megahertz, actually, you still see a little bit of that, but it's more, the resolution is more here. Yes, because it's shorter.
But we still can see the orbit.
You can still see it. Yeah, you can still see it, but not as good as that, I guess.
มีทุกสิ่ง
When you freeze a frame, it's freeze only in the central image of the valve, including this one or not. When you freeze,
You can, each video clip is 50 frames. So you can freeze at any of those frames and you can go back and forth.
and when you export it, you
Yes, correct.
Does that include the left side?
This one, yeah, it gives you a marker. Okay, for example, if I select that frame, okay, I can go to, and I click that and I can use my scroll button. Okay, go back and forth and I go and find a nice frame, say for example that one. Save frame, I click save frame. Puts it there. There.
When you open the save frame,
Yes, that's it, that's a save frame.
save only this one?
Yeah.
Or the,
Only that,
this
only
one?
that, only that.
And can we save the whole this one?
You can do a save the whole thing. You can do that.
Screen capture.
Yeah, screen capture. You can do that as a screen capture. Yeah. But the orientation of this is mentioned here anyway. Right? So you know where you are. See, 12 o'clock? Yeah. Okay, so, and you can go back to that. And you can also, if you have a, let's go back to that image. Okay, you can adjust the vector line. Adjust it. Yeah? No, the gain of the image. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So it enhances the image because it allows you to bring up. See, for example, I'll show you that green one, the main gain, I adjust down, right? So you lose some of the good images, the good signal. And if I increase the exponential gain, you see how the good signal comes up? The image itself enhances, but the noise still remains low. Okay, that's the whole idea of the exponential gain. It does that by a software.
อาจารย์สามารถฟรีซได้ก่อนแล้วปรับเกณฑ์ทีหลังก็ได้ครับ เพราะว่าบางเครื่องเก่าๆเนี้ยอาจารย์ต้องฟรีซไปด้วยแล้วก็ปรับเกณฑ์ไปด้วยถึงจะได้สัญญาณภาพที่ดีแต่ตัวนี้เนี่ยถ้าอาจารย์ไม่ได้ปรับการฟรีซไปเรื่อยๆก็กลับมาดูภาพทีหลังแล้วปรับเกณฑ์ทีหลังได้ครับ
So you can do caliper measurements, for example. You can do area. There's two modes there. You can do area. Okay, you can do all those things. This is an arbitrary A scan, which is a measuring distance measurement as well, but it uses A scan pulses to measure distances. So yeah, and you can do your text. You can do your text. What have you? Yeah.
When I frame from the this page.
Correct. You can. Save that, for example. Save frame. Okay, then you do a report. Okay. So this is how you print. You do a report, and what it does, it gives you a report template. Right? Gives you a report template like this, and then you basically right-click, add to report, and then you select how many images you want to put in one page. You can put 1, 2, 4, or 6. So if I put 2, click another one, so it automatically adjusts. Okay. And of course, it prints to any printer, whatever printer you have, whether it's by cable or wireless or network. Yeah, all that. You can export the images. The report you can save as an image or export. You can also, on the image itself, you can actually export that. Say, for example, this is the frame. You export to JPEG. Okay, sorry, here. So you export JPEG. So you can export that to JPEG file. And if you have a video, here's the video, you can export that to an AVI export, AVI file. So you can put that in your PowerPoint presentation, you can email, yeah. So everything is there. So that's for the V-scan. You already have a UBM here? Oh, UBM. UBM is great. Yeah, UBM is great. I'll just copy some files, sample files that may be interested to see. But I'll do an export or import. So I'll go to. So here you can do the configuration as well on the system. Here I can import files from my exam files, for example. All this. So what I'm doing is I've got some raw data from a different machine, a different HD machine, and I'm just importing it here on this machine. And this will allow me to basically see images taken from a different unit to this unit. Now, with the UBM, as I mentioned a while ago, can I have some fun? Get me another one. I think I've got another one. This is color. Same. Throw that away. Water. I've got a connected have my dial. So I'll we'll just do a quick UBM here, angle, do an angle. Okay, let's just do an angle. And you can see how quick you can actually do an image with this clear scan. Don't worry, I do this all the time.
What job do you choose?
Yeah, I'll just do my first. have 4 presets. You can have this one here, high resolution. You can have sulcus to sulcus. You have angle detail. So we're doing an angle. We select that preset, and okay.
PDF นี่นะส่วนใหญ่เราก็ทำอย่างนั้นนะ
See how quick you can get the image? That's quick.
Normally we use in the ICL VuMAX.
Yes. ICL, then you use this one, ICUP version. Yeah.
Measure this.
Correct. Sulcus, sulcus. I'll show you an example of an ICL. This one, not easy.
น้องไม่เคยเพราะว่ามันต้องวัดเอา
Not easy.
ถ้าวัดจริงๆต้องใช้อันนี้จะวัดจริงๆ
Try to until a second. See how you. It's not easy. I think you have to have the facial line down.
ไม่พูดถึงที่จะมาอยู่
Yeah. See, it's not quite easy. I can do a.
เรื่องมียูนิคใช้ได้อย่างเดียวใช้มากกว่านี้ก็ได้ประโยชน์อันนี้ใช้เฉพาะวัด ICL อย่างอื่นใช้ไม่ได้อย่างนี้เราต้องใช้เต็มอันนี้ใช้อันนี้มีประโยชน์อันนี้คือวัดใน ICL ไม่ใช่อันเครื่องวัด ICL อ๋ออันนี้
Yeah. If I just.
อันนี้ทำวัดซีเรบรีวัด ICL อย่างเดียว
Okay.
ได้ไม่สุดเต็มเป็นวัด ICL.
Yeah. This is using the ICUP. That one. Okay. To do ICL sizing. Now, how do we measure ICL? Sulcus to sulcus. Okay. So what we do is we get an image, a good aligned image, like this, and then so that's how you get it. Okay. Sulcus to sulcus. Okay. Yeah, just a sulcus right there. And just an example, if I do this, this is called the auto-tracking, auto-measurement function, which is very handy for ICL sizing. You see how it tracks the image and it gives you a measurement. This is probably